realise how my daughter's birthday yesterday. So you buy these ones for the new toy. Just realised I didn't get them back out.
That is the best. I'm fine with it.
Grantland AFL Elliott Davey Medal Presentation Night. 2018 has been a successful season, which saw the introduction of 2 new clubs, a change in the competition structure that saw an unprecedented 11 teams contest the Hunter Havel Black Diamond Cup competition, and the expansion of the women's competition to an amazing 16 teams. Overall, a record 1,527 players represented 45 teams
and 15 clubs across 4 competitions. In addition to this, we have had 59 official umpires, as well as 84 club field umpires officiate across 314 games. Many volunteers have worked behind the scenes at every club to ensure the success of each club. Without them, we would not have a competition, so thank you all. Tonight, we will acknowledge and honour those players, officials and clubs who have excelled throughout the season. We also watch with anticipation to see who will claim the 2018 Elliott Davey Medal. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy the night as we welcome your host for this evening, David Riddon.
Good evening, everybody. Tonight we welcome you all to the Black Diamond AFL Night of Wellness. During the evening we'll be announcing the winners of the Best and Fairest Awards in all 3 competitions, including the Elliott Davey Medal in the Black Diamond Cup. We'll also be presenting Black Diamond AFL Teams of the Year, the leading goal kicker awards, Rising Star and Most Outstanding Young Footballer, and Young Women's Footballer, Club Champion, and the Volunteer of the Year Award. For all tonight's winners, if you could leave the stage over to my right and go and have your photo taken after your award. Also, during breaks, please feel free to go and get your photo taken at our photo area. I'd like to call the President of the Black Diamond Australian Football League, Mr. Walbembich, to come and address the gathering and formally welcome our guests.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you and good evening, everyone. Everyone here tonight. I understand 330 guests we have tonight, which is another record. Everyone on the interweb watching us on Bar TV, and I think we had about 750 to 1,000 views last year. So welcome one and all to this evening. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge our special guests. The first one is someone we haven't had an opportunity to really recognise yet, but that's Pippa Smythe, who's was our first ever draftee to the Women's League, and so welcome Pippa, and well done. We'd also like to welcome past President and also committee members Ian Grantland and Chris Arnold and his wife Irene. Thank you for your attendance. We have some guests from our hosts, Belmont 16 footers. We have Gary Edwards and Alan Gray. Our Star FM representatives down here, Lauren and Dallas Yules. Thanks very much for attending. Isaac McIntyre from the Newcastle Star. I'm not sure if he's here yet, but hopefully he will be. We have Life members Dane Amity, John Sullivan and Darryl Luck, as well as David Arnold, the son of James J. Arnold. So welcome to all of those people. I'd also like to welcome Jake Lowe, the President of the NCCUA, Christine Burrows, the BDAFL Umpires Coach, Rowan Bilkey, the Men's Rep Coach, Lucas Holmes, our Bar TV commentator, and also Dave Redden, our Bar TV commentator and host tonight. Welcome, mate. Thank you for a great year. And also one of our most important people, Jade Birkinshaw, our trophy person for the night. So, yeah, once again, welcome to you all. I will make note again to thank our major sponsors, Hunter Havel, Belmont 16 footers, GE Solutions and ISC Teamwear. Our media partners, Prime, Star, 104.5 and Bar TV as well as the Entertainment Ground, Sports, Coast Trophies and Subway Morrisets. All of these have been long-term sponsors of the Black Diamond. We can't do what we do without you. Thank you, and we look forward to your continued support. I think it's also important to acknowledge all the media outlets that have been so helpful through, over the last few years. I don't know if you all recognise how much media we actually get, and a lot of that's due to Gary Birkinshaw and Dave Redden on a Saturday night after you guys have all finished playing footy and having your beers, writing out media reports, getting into these media outlets and getting into the newspapers, on the radio and on the TV over the next few days. So we really appreciate that, and I think we're really lucky that that can help us build our brand and your club's exposure. So I really want to acknowledge the media outlets for doing that. We want these relationships to continue so that we remain the best sports organisation in terms of media, which all of these people continue to tell me that we are. So thank you one and all to our media partners. Okay, thanks Dave. Gee, you're handy. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank the BDAFL board. They've had to work harder than any before them this year, not only to make sure we play football, but to continue to strive to achieve our goals of healthy clubs and competitive football against continued distractions and hurdles. It's not easy, but they've done an awesome job. I can assure everyone that the board has and always will be driven to achieve the best for our clubs. And the fact that every club here is in a healthier state than they were 5 years ago is testament to that fact, as well as obviously a lot of work by the clubs. So, I think the results on the weekend showed that the gaps between the clubs is not as large as some may think, and the development of clubs and competitive football, while always controversial, can and will be achieved if clubs demand it. So, with that, I'd like to just recognise Megan Farrell, Kevin Greaves, Paul Kelly, Paul Redmond, Dave Redden, and just acknowledge those board members with your applause for the work they've done this year and over the last few years. Moving forward, the BDAFL will continue to act on behalf of the clubs that have elected them. We will not be persuaded to agree to any outcomes that will not improve our clubs or football in the region. We've always acted in good faith and transparency and will continue to do so. I joined the board in 2013 because I was concerned that with only 3 board members, the league could potentially struggle. In those 5 years, the league and its clubs have grown and blossomed due to the hard work of the clubs and our football operations manager, as well as the board, which has now grown to be a full and very well-functioning board. So, since 2013, we have 23 extra teams playing, up from 18, and 16 of those are women. And that, the girls are all right. They've made our league what it is. So overall, there's 790 extra players registered this year than we had in 2013. About 300 extra men and 495 women. 132 social players this year played football. 4 senior clubs in that time have joined the Black Diamond, and the return of Gosford, which I think has been a very important thing. All of that didn't just happen. Sponsorship's gone from $1,000 to $50,000, which has enabled us to assist our clubs to grow and connect with their communities. We have received more opposition than support from our governing body, but have continued to grow our clubs and our games regardless. I honestly believe that you get the leadership you deserve. I challenge any one of you here that believes they can contribute to the league to accept the challenge going forward in the coming years and step up rather than shy away from it. While it's been demanding and frustrating at times, to look at 330 faces here tonight and see where we've come from, I can guarantee you it's very satisfying and rewarding. To our finalists over the next few weeks, good luck. To our clubs, thank you for your contributions and assistance over the journey. To the many volunteers, of only which a few will be recognised tonight, a special thank you from not just the board, but all of our players and supporters. For it is without you that it is for you that football is truly run. So, thanks to all the volunteers, that anyone who's lifted a finger to help footy happen. So, Congratulations and thanks to all the volunteers. As always, I'll end the speech thanking our operations manager, who again this season has endured much more than his role asks. His continued professionalism and attitude has been much of the reason the BDAFL is what it is. Thank you, Gary Birkinshaw. It has definitely been an honour and a pleasure to work alongside him. I hope everyone enjoys the evening. Congratulations again to our nominees and winners, and thanks for your support. Enjoy the evening and the finals coming forward. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Wal. I'd like to call the 2017 Morris Goolagong Trophy winner Scott Reid from the Killarney Vale Football Club to present the awards for the leading goal kickers in each division. If we could get the following, the goal-kicking winners to come up on stage and receive their awards from Scott. The leading goal kickers for 2018 are, in the Black Diamond Plate, 74 goals from the Cardiff Football Club, Michael Ryan. In the women's competition, from the Gosford Football Club with 54 goals, Angela Jones. The Black Diamond Cup Goal Kicking Award is named after Morris Goolagong, who unfortunately can't be with us tonight. Morris won the leading goal kicker award 6 times, which included a century of goals in a season on 4 occasions, and kicked an extraordinary 1,065 goals in the Black Diamond Cup competition. In 2018, the Morris Goolagong Trophy, with 68 goals from the Newcastle City Football Club, Pat Gillingham.
Now the breeze is going across the ground, right across his, from left to right on his shoulder, from his right to left shoulder pretty much. He's got to kick this right side of the goals. Gets it up in the air. The Newcastle City players like it. That's an important goal actually. Patrick Gillingham's first in the forward line. Gillingham!
Here we go.
Again, this is a half kick from there. Kicking across and into the wind. He's going through his steps. So Gillingham, cross breeze. Can he kick his second of the quarter? 35 out. What's he done?
He's got it.
Oh, he loves it. Another goal, Patrick Gillingham.
Scott Reid's not overly impressed up here because that was from Saturday against his football club. Would you please thank Scott Reid for presenting the awards? I'd like now to welcome our special guest for this evening, Pippa Smythe. Pippa commenced playing football for Nelson Bay in 2015 in the inaugural year of the BDAFL women's competition. Crossing over from netball, Pippa immediately impressed with her athletic ability, and since then she has worked extremely hard at developing her football skills. Pippa impressed with her performance at the Giants AFL Women's Testing Day, which led to a call-up to the NAB AFLW Draft Combine where she impressed, finishing first overall in the 20-metre sprint. The GWS Giants selected Pippa with pick number 43 in the 2017 Women's National Draft, and subsequently made her AFL debut with the Giants in round 4 of the 2004 AFL season against the Adelaide Crows. It gives me great pride to invite the Greater Western Sydney Giants, Philippa Smythe, to the stage. Hi, good to see you. Good to see you. First of all, it's great to have you. Thank you for coming tonight. You've had an interesting last 12 or 18 months in your life, haven't you? It's been quite extraordinary. In the first place, what made you get, in our notes here, you started in 2015. Why did you choose to start playing Australian rules?
So at the time, my best friend Lisa, she played in the league last year. She really wanted to play AFL because her boyfriend was playing, Jeremy. So we were like, yeah, all right, we'll give it a go. And then we sort of made the switch from netball to AFL. It's just so different, and we've never really played anything like it, so it was really fun.
Your journey to the AFLW was so rapid and quite extraordinary. Talk us through from when you went to the Giants, that trial, and then you went to the Combine and so forth. Talk us through that whirlwind. It must have been quite amazing to be the centrepiece of.
Yeah, so I remember last season my biggest goal was to get invited. The Giants usually do like a testing day, and my biggest goal was to get invited to that testing day. And I got invited, so I was stoked. Like, that was my goal for the year. And then when I went there, I think I played pretty well, and I was happy with it. And I left leaving, happy with how I played, and I knew that was sort of the end of it, or I thought that was the end of it. And then maybe a week later, I had the Giants coach call me, Alan, and he was like, "We've been trying to call you for ages, we've been trying to find your number, but we were really impressed with the training day that you did, and we want to send you to the first draft combine." So I remember when I got the call, I was just so excited, I couldn't believe it. And then a week later, I went to the draft combine, so that just did like a series of tests and fitness testing, and that's something that I sort of enjoy. So I did quite well at that, and then after that, it was a week later that I had to wait for the draft combine, and I hadn't heard anything off the Giants, and I remember being really nervous on the day, and I only invited Lisa to my house to watch it with me because I didn't think I was going to get drafted. And I remember emailing Libby, the manager, and I was like, should I have heard anything by now? And I thought, look, I'm probably not going to be drafted, but I'm pretty happy with how far I've come. And I remember watching the TV with Lisa, and my name got called, and we just looked at each other and we sort of like cried. We couldn't believe it. So it's pretty surreal. It was very lucky.
There's a lot of rubbish on Facebook. The post of the video of the second that you got drafted is the best thing I've seen in Facebook in 5 years. It honestly is. It is just
shocking
remarkable.
Because my eyebrows are so dark. I just tinted them, by the way. But yeah, no, it was pretty funny.
I don't think we were worried about the eyebrows, dear. But it is an extraordinary video to watch, and it just represents a sort of a rapid rise to stardom for you, which is phenomenal. And sincere congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Life inside the AFLW, what's the lifestyle like? What's the challenges that you've faced? And is there one or two things that you weren't prepared for that have actually now come into being once you became a Giant?
Yeah, so I remember going into the season, I was really optimistic and extremely excited, but I don't think I really realised how much of a mental battle it would be. So the biggest thing that really got me throughout the whole season was how much, your mental side of things plays a big part into your game. So you might be physically just as good as some of the other girls, just as strong, just as fast, but they just seem to have such an amazing mental edge, and they have incredible skills. So that's something that really caught me when I first started going. I'd sort of beat myself up if I had a bad training session, and you just have to sort of accept that fact and get over it, and that's something I've learned throughout the whole season. And it was definitely I built a lot throughout the whole season.
I think your debut was the last time it actually brained properly in Sydney as well. It absolutely hammered down.
Pretty shocking.
It wasn't real good. What are you doing now in and out of football, and what's the future for yourself? What's the next 3 or 4 months like leading into the next season?
So at the moment I'm playing club footy down in Sydney for Mac Uni. Just made it to finals. But just playing with them and seeing how it all goes, and then once a week we do a training session on a Wednesday night with Al McConnell, the coach, and that's with sort of girls that look quite promising around the Sydney area. I know Halvo's there as well, and she's smashing it. But yeah, there's a couple of us that they're looking at, and they're still a little bit unsure on what they're going to do, but that's sort of what we're doing at the moment, and just see how that sort of pans out.
Have you been able to continue your career as a personal trainer when you've been in Sydney? You're still doing that?
Yeah, I'm actually working at F45 in Glebe, and I do one-on-one PT as well, so I'm loving that and really enjoying it. And then I'm starting clinics with the AFL, so I'll run a couple of AFL clinics throughout the schools and stuff in the next couple of weeks, which I'm really excited about.
I can imagine. Have you got any advice to any aspirants to play in the AFLW who are currently playing in the BDAFL? What would be a couple of things that you'd say to anyone that's really keen?
To anyone that's really keen, just make sure that, if you are eager to do it and give it a good crack, put in the extra work, because it does help, and showing that you're eager and getting your face out there and introducing yourself to people does really help, and it does work. So just push and keep trying as hard as you can. I remember I was down at the Oval 3 times a week, as much as I could, just training, doing my own running, doing my own kicking, and, it did really help a fair bit. So keep trying, because if I can do it, anyone can do it.
You're an enormous credit to yourself, what you've done in the last 3 or 4 years, while everyone in here has witnessed it and on national television. Look, sincere congratulations. Every one of you is proud of you. I know a lot of other female players that I've spoken to, and some of the media reports I've done have said that you're an inspiration. I think I've actually mentioned that too, which you are. And what you've done and what you've achieved in being the first women's player from this league to get drafted and play in the AFLW, absolutely extraordinary. Would you please congratulate Philippa Smythe?
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you guys, especially you, Dave.
Could I please ask Chris Arnold to come to the stage to present the AFL Merit Award certificates? Well, Mum's had one, I know. The AFL Merit Awards are a long-standing initiative to recognise outstanding service to Australian football. All clubs are invited to nominate AFL Merit Award nominee from their club who have contributed more than 10 years of service to the game. Up to Gary Birkinshaw.
AFL Merit Award nominees: Peter Kelleher, Killarney Vale; Darryl Luck, NCCUA; and Bob Steed, Newcastle City.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately Bob can't join us tonight, so our award winners, Darryl Luck and Peter Kelleher, would you please give them a round of applause, and also thank Chris Arnold for presenting the certificates. Thank you, gentlemen. ...2018 saw the continuation of the Hunter Vale Black Diamond Cup Coaches MVP Award. At the conclusion of each Black Diamond Cup match, both coaches would convene and award votes to the best 3 players on the ground. I'd like to invite the Director of Belmont 16-footers, Alan Gray, to the stage to present the award. Welcome, Alan. Over to you, Gary.
The Black Diamond Cup Coaches MVP final results. In 8th position, Simon O'Brien, Cardiff. In equal 6th position, Scott Moore, Singleton, 12 votes. Chris Coop Folkes, Wyong Lakes, 12 votes. In 5th position, Pat Gillingham, Newcastle City, 14 votes. In equal 3rd position, Jack Lennon, Cardiff, 18 votes. Sam Brassington, Singleton, 18 votes. In 2nd position, Josh Mifsud, Killarney Vale. And the winner of the Black Diamond Cup Coaches MVP for 2018, James Webster, Terrigal Avoca.
If James would like to come up to the stage and have his award presented by Alan Gray from Belmont 16-footers.
No one there at the fall of the ball. Who wants it the most? Webster, dangerous, gets a handball out. Jimmy will finish. Don't worry about that. The triple Elliott Davey medalist shows his quality yet again. Gets him. Gee, they're looking good at the moment, aren't they?
It's just that crisp ball movement that
Yeah, they're away. Webster. Has Jimmy kicked it?
I think he has, David.
Loves it. Great football, Terrigal Avoca. Goes down the line. And Mark taken, I reckon. Yep, second grabber. Webster straight away goes square. One on short, or surely not. Short ball comes out, and, well, that's the bloke. He's made it all the way from centre-half back, James Webster. And he'll be going in for his 3rd. And when this bloke gets going, he's nigh on unstoppable. Yep. 2 of them play for one club. But this bloke is just wonderful. Just sublimely skillful. And I bet you he kicks the goal.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Players' Player of the Year, James Webster. Please also thank Alan Gray from the Belmont 16-footers. The Black Diamond AFL Women's Team of the Year has been selected with input from the GE Women's coaches. The Team of the Year will consist of 16 on-field players, plus 6 interchange players made up of 6 defenders, 8 midfielders, 6 forwards and 2 rucks. A coach has also been selected. To be eligible for selection, a player must have played at least 7 Black Diamond Cup matches as at round 16. As your name is called, could you please come to the front of the stage in front of me here? Over to you, Gary.
The 2018 GE Women's Team of the Year. Defenders. Sarah Ball, Wyong Lakes. Emily Bowen, Wyong Lakes. Taylor Joyce, Newcastle City Stars. Tori Cowburn, Singleton.
She'll give it to her. She's just there.
Kate Holland, Nelson Bay.
No, not yet. I've got to wait there. We'll bring them up. Just wait a minute.
Midfielders, Holly Koslick, Lake Macquarie. Sophie Balcom, Nelson Bay. Taylor Braithwaite, Newcastle City Stars. Ashley Page, Killarney Vale. Amy Pittman, Warners Bay. The forwards, Sarah Halverson, Newcastle City Stars.
Amy, over there.
Caitlin Douglas, Nelson Bay. Sarah Burns, Maitland. Angela Jones, Gosford. Megan McDonald, Newcastle City Novas. Ruck, Kanisha Murray, Wyong Lakes. Interchange, Caitlin Holcomb, Newcastle City Novas. Erin White, Newcastle City Novas. Ash Haler, Newcastle City Stars. Molly Simpson, Nelson Bay. Kate Handley, Newcastle City Novas. Amy Marshall, Newcastle City Stars. And the coach, Josh Lawler, Wyong Lakes.
Could we invite all of the players to please come on stage and accept your award from Pippa Smythe? Once you've got your award, if you could please stay on stage. If everybody could come up, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the Black Diamond AFL Women's Team of the Year. Please, a round of applause. Thank you all very much, and again, thank you, Pippa. Ladies and gentlemen, our main course will be served very shortly. We'll have a break from the front counter. We'll be back with you hopefully in about half an hour. Main course to be served. Thank you.
levels, yeah? Yeah, no, I play. wildest round and get a bit of...
Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
If you're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family, check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions, ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports,
The Entertainment Grounds,
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery,
Mark's Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get back into the middle part of the presentation night tonight. This year, we had a mark from the Round 6 Hunter Haval Black Diamond Cup match between Nelson Bay and Warners Bay, feature on the AFL Footy Show. Let's take a look at the mark.
Good movement from Spinks. Goes long and direct. Danger ball. Opta! Are you kidding me? Direct. Danger ball. Opta! Are you kidding me? Moving from Spinks, goes long and direct, danger ball. Opta! Are you kidding me? That's the mark of the season. Oh my goodness gracious me. Jack Hardman has honestly taken one of the best marks you will ever see.
Unfortunately, Jack can't be with us tonight, but I'm sure you'll agree that was something out of the box. That was quite spectacular. The amount of hits that got on Facebook when it was posted was quite ridiculous, 10 or 15,000. It was pretty amazing, so congratulations to Jack. On to representative football. Representative football once again played an important role in the Black Diamond AFL program of 2018. Our men's side travelled to Canberra to take on the state's leading side, AFL Canberra. And despite a committed effort, we were unable to match the highly fancied Canberra outfit. Following the match, Singleton coach Andrew Scott was presented with an award as the AFL's Black Diamond AFL's best player. Andrew won this award in Wagga a couple of seasons ago, where he spearheaded a terrific victory over the Farrer Football League Robertson Oval. And again, when he went into the centre, he made a massive difference in the game. Would you please give a round of applause to Andrew Scott? Unfortunately, the Black Diamond AFL Women's Representative match had to be cancelled following the introduction of the AFLW Winter Series involving teams from Greater Western Sydney, Gold Coast and Brisbane. It was pleasing to note that current BDAFL players Sarah Halverson and Megan McDonald, as well as former players Alison Parkin, Lisa Steen and Pepper Smythe, all represented GWS during this series, which is a great achievement by those women and the BDAFL in just its 4th season. With the match against AFL Canberra cancelled, the BDAFL board set about establishing its own women's representative carnival, with teams from Central Coast, Hunter and Newcastle selected to play a round-robin carnival at Ferradale Park in Port Stephens. It was a fantastic day of football with Newcastle coming out winners. Congratulations to Sean O'Leary and his team. I'd like to invite BDAFL member Phil Lewis to come to the stage to present awards to the best player from each team. Evening, Phil. Following the carnival, the coaches from each team selected their best player for the carnival, and I'd now like them to come forward and collect their award. Up to Gary.
Women's Rep Player of the Year, Central Coast, Ashley Page. Women's Rep Player of the Year, Hunter, Kate Holland.
Nearly 2 from 2.
Women's Rep Player of the Year, Newcastle, Taylor Braithwaite.
Once again, a round of applause for our representative players of the year. Also, many thanks to Phil Lewis for presenting those awards. Thank you, Phil. The Black Diamond AFL Team of the Year has been selected with input from the Black Diamond Cup coaches. The Team of the Year will consist of 18 on-field players plus 4 interchange players made up of 6 defenders, 8 midfielders, 6 forwards and 2 ruckmen. A coach and umpire have also been selected. To be eligible for selection, a player must have played at least 7 Black Diamond Cup matches as at round 16. As your name is called, could you please come to the front of the stage? The Team of the Year is as follows. Up to you, Gary.
2018 Black Diamond AFL Team of the Year Defenders, Brendan Lewis, Killarney Vale. Zach Medcalf, Cardiff. Nick Tomlinson, Cardiff. Connor Haswell, Newcastle City. Jason Van Dam, Terrigal Avoca. Midfielders, Andrew Scott, Singleton. Sam Brassington, Singleton. James Webster, Terrigal Avoca. Marcus Delua, Cardiff. Josh Mifsud, Killarney Vale. Jack Grimman, Terrigal Avoca. Jaden Reimer, Nelson Bay. Forwards, Scott Reed, Killarney Vale. Jack Lennon, Cardiff. Brandon Thomas, Terrigal Avoca. Pat Gillingham, Newcastle City. Jack Hardman, Warners Bay. In the ruck, Tim Oosterhoff, Killarney Vale. On the interchange, Scott Birkinshaw, Gosford. Simon O'Brien, Cardiff. Cameron Keast, Newcastle City. Billy Barton, Nelson Bay. The coach, Chris Bishop, Terrigal Avoca. Umpire, Stephen Bloom. Ladies and gentlemen, 2018 Black Diamond Cup Team of the Year.
I'd like to invite Wal Bembich and the entire Black Diamond AFL side of the year to come up to the stage and collect your awards, gentlemen. Could you stay on stage, guys, please, and get make an announcement? Ladies and gentlemen, the Black Diamond AFL Team of the Year. The Grantland medal is awarded to the best and fairest player in the Black Diamond Plate competition. The medal was named after Ian Grantland, who was one of the founders of the BDAFL and a prime mover in the Central Coast Football League, for a long time as secretary and 1 year as its president. He was a board member of the BDAFL for a decade and president for 4 years. Grantland was founder and president of the Killarney Vale Football Club for 23 years, as well as a founder of the Wyong Lakes and Baddo Bay Football Clubs. He was also a player and official in Sydney and later the Chief Executive Officer of the New South Wales Football League. Grantland formed the Country Football League and was foremost in a number of groundbreaking initiatives throughout the state. He was awarded an Order of Australia for his services to the game in 2002 and is a life member of several football organisations. What a CV. Would you please welcome Ian Grantland to the stage? The leaderboard at the ends of round 4, 8, 12, 16 and 18 will be displayed in ascending order. Up to you, Gary.
Leaderboard after round 4, in equal first position on 5 votes, Ryan Besley, the entrance Baddo Bay. Kyle Bray, Muswellbrook. Luke Bury, Terrigal-Avoca. Jeremy Smith, Muswellbrook. Michael Roach, Terrigal-Avoca.
So a 5-way split after 5 rounds. Messrs Besley, Bray, Bury, Smith and Roach, all on 5 votes. Back to Gary.
Leaderboard after round 8, in equal third position, Mitchell Black, Newcastle City, 9 votes. Michael Ryan, Cardiff, 9 votes. Tom Pavola, Gosford, 9 votes. In second position, Luke Bury, Terrigal-Avoca, 12 votes. And leading after round 8 on 13 votes, Kyle Bray of Muswellbrook.
So Kyle Bray out in front on 13, and Luke Bury's on 12, and there's 3 players, Tom Pavola, Michael Ryan and Mitchell Black, all on 9 votes after round 8. Back to Gary.
Leaderboard after round 12. In 5th position, Jeremy Smith, Muswellbrook, 11 votes. In equal 4th, Ryan Besley, the entrance Baddo Bay, 12 votes. In equal 2nd, Michael Ryan, Cardiff, 12 votes. Luke Bury, Terrigal-Avoca, 14 votes. And the leader on 15 votes, Kyle Bray, Muswellbrook.
So still, it actually tightened up a lot in that round. So Kyle Bray's in front. Luke and Michael straight after him, and Ryan Besley and Jeremy Smith. Be interesting to see how Jeremy and Kyle go with votes, seeing as they're from the same club. Back up to Gary.
Leaderboard after round 16. In equal 5th position, Luke Bury, Terrigal-Avoca, 14. Jeremy Smith, Muswellbrook, 14. In equal 3rd position, Ryan Besley, the entrance Baddo Bay, on 15. Mitchell Black, Newcastle City, on 15. In 2nd position, Kyle Bray, Muswellbrook, 17. And the leader after round 16, Michael Ryan, Cardiff, 19.
So after 16 rounds of football, Michael Ryan, who kicked 60-odd goals, or 70-odd goals this year, is on 19 votes after a wonderful 12-16 series. Kyle Bray on 17, Mitchell Black, Ryan Besley, Jeremy Smith and Luke Bury following. Only a couple of rounds to go, ladies and gentlemen. Back up to Gary.
Grantland medal final results. In equal 7th position, Jason Roach, Terrigal-Avoca, 9 votes. Sam Cirillo, Terrigal-Avoca, 9 votes. Josh Easton, Maitland, 9 votes. Tom Pavola, Gosford, 9 votes. Will Cross Hicks, Killarney Vale, 9 votes. Asheet Tack, Newcastle City, 9 votes. Callum Spoor, Cardiff, 9 votes. In equal 5th position, Luke Bury, Terrigal-Avoca, 14 votes. Jeremy Smith, Muswellbrook, 14 votes. 4th position, Mitchell Black, Newcastle City, 16 votes. In 3rd position, Michael Ryan, Cardiff, 19 votes. And the winner of the Grantland medal for 2018, Kyle Bray, Muswellbrook, 23 votes. With the runner-up, Ryan Besley, the entrance Baddo Bay, on 20 votes.
Kyle, if you'd like to come on up and accept the Grantland medal from the great man Ian Grantland. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Kyle Bray, the 2018 Grantland medalist. The Black Diamond AFL Women's Rising Star Award. If we could ask Lauren Welsh to come to the stage from Star FM. Welcome, Lauren. The Black BDAFL Rising Star Award recognises the best first-year player under the age of 21 years in the Black Diamond AFL. To be eligible to win the Black Diamond AFL Rising Star Award, a player must have played a minimum of 6 GE BDAFL women's matches in 2018, be under 21 years as at the 1st of January 2018, that is, can't turn 21 this year, must not have played more than 10 senior matches prior to this season. Here are this year's nominees. Up to Gary.
BDAFL Women's Rising Star nominees. Dixie Butler, Killarney Vale. Hannah Centra, Maitland. Matisse Coram-Parker, Cardiff. Arizona Cross, Cardiff. Kiara Lamb, Newcastle City Novas. Cheyenne New, Port Stephens. Brianna Trappett, Lake Macquarie. Taylor Wilkes, Cardiff. And the winner, 2018 BDAFL Women's Rising Star, Taylor Wilkes, Cardiff.
Taylor, if you'd like to come up and receive your award from Lauren Welsh from Star 105.5 FM. Taylor. Just a few words. Congratulations, first of all. Wonderful achievement. You've played very well and you're enjoying your footy at Cardiff.
Absolutely loving it. Yeah, it's great.
And what's developed your football in the last 12 months? Have you trained harder? What has got you this award?
I've actually started to take it seriously, I suppose, and put it first instead of other things.
Look, that's a wonderful award. There are some very good players in that list there. You must be thrilled and perhaps a little bit surprised.
Very. Yeah, it's great. Thank you.
Congratulations on behalf of all of us. Taylor Wilkes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Taylor. And thank you, Lauren, as well. Thank you very much from Star 104.5 FM. The Black Diamond AFL Women's Best First Year Player. Could we call Dallas Yules to the stage, also from Star 105.5 FM, to present the award? The Birdie AFL Best First Year Player Award recognises the best first year player over the age of 21 years in the Black Diamond AFL. To be eligible to win the Black Diamond AFL Best First Year Player Award, a player must have played a minimum of 6 GE women's matches in 2018, be over 21 years as of the 1st of January this year, and must not have played any senior matches prior to this season. Here are this year's nominees. Up to Gary.
Women's Best First Year Player nominees. Beth Allers, the entrance Baddo Bay. Ashley Finn, Muswellbrook. Jess Jakubowski, Nelson Bay. Amy Marshall, Newcastle City Stars. Kanisha Murray, Wyong Lakes. Darnika Rowe, Terrigal Avoca. Molly Simpson, Nelson Bay. And the 2018 BDAFL Women's Best First Year Player, Molly Simpson, Nelson Bay.
I'd like to invite Molly to come up to the stage to accept the Black Diamond AFL Women's Best First Year Player Award from Dallas Yules from Star 105.5. 4.5 there, I'll get it right eventually.
And Molly Simpson
have a few words with Molly as well.
Can Simpson kick the first goal of the match? Oh, yeah, she can.
Congratulations. You must. What's it feel like winning that in your first year of football?
Oh, crazy. I honestly was sitting there not expecting that at all. It's pretty cool, honestly. Very cool.
Those of you that aren't aware, Molly's a terrific sportsman. She plays hockey at an extremely high level. Remember when I spoke to you earlier this year, you spoke to me about how much you enjoyed football. Big game this weekend as well, but interesting that you've gone from hockey to football and made the transition extremely successfully.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Honestly, I couldn't have done it without the rest of the Marlin girls. So, they've made me feel so welcome, and it's been an awesome experience. I'm absolutely loving it. Yeah, 100%.
And as I said, it's a massive challenge for you on the weekend. Wyong Lakes are playing extremely good football at the moment. Going to be a big day out at number 1.
Oh, for sure. We played them in our last round game of the match. I still have a bruise from 2 weeks ago, so thanks, girls. Looking for another big match this weekend, and God, nervous though. Definitely nervous.
I can see it. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please once again, round of applause for Molly Simpson. And there are the votes for the Women's Best First Year Player Award. The next award is the Black Diamond AFL Rising Star Award. I'd like to invite board member Kevin Greaves, the Black Diamond AFL board member Kevin Greaves, to the stage. The BDAFL Rising Star Award recognises the best first-year player in the Black Diamond AFL. To be eligible to win the Black Diamond AFL Rising Star Award, a player must have played a minimum of 6 Black Diamond Cup matches in 2018, be under 21 years as at the 1st of January 2018, that is, he can't turn 21 this year, must not have played more than 10 senior matches prior to this season. This year's nominees, it's up to Gary.
Black Diamond AFL Men's Rising Star nominees. Tristan Carter, Gosford. Jasper Davis, Terrigal Avoca. Carter Jones, Wyong Lakes. Pat Murphy, Gosford. Lachlan Price, Cardiff. Damon Tuali, Lake Macquarie. Riley Warner, Warners Bay. Aidan Watling, Newcastle City. And the winner, the 2018 Black Diamond AFL Men's Rising Star, Lachlan Price, Cardiff.
Lachlan, if you'd like to come to stage.
Bowls it out. Price! Finish it, son. Great work to Lua and a sublime finish, Lachlan Price.
Pressure come from Grates, but he just keeps going. Had a good work there. Well done. Got to a Price. Picks up, drops in there to Grates. And Grates handball in there for O'Brien. No Neils there. Sweeps it out to Price. He's already kicked one. Unselfish play there, but it's all intercepted. Brian's got that in front of him now. Can he pick it up? Price picks it up again. Ducks one way, goes.
Ball, where's Price? He's been quiet for a quarter. Look out. Look out! Goodness me, he's been quiet for a quarter and look what he does. Lockie Price, his third goal. If anybody's really. Crash ball coming, Price roving. At ground level, danger, danger, danger. Oh, good smother. Price is going to be dangerous here. Watch out. 5, Lucas Holmes. 5, 5, 5. Well, he's got it on his natural left. That's going to go way to the right. Price has got a chance if he goes off the ground. He's going to keep that in. Look out!
Lachlan, congratulations. You've had an interesting season, but certainly that day you've turned it on and you've got a preliminary final this week. Congratulations, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, pretty looking forward to this weekend. Big game against City, so yeah, it should be good.
And your recovery's been okay. You certainly look sharp on Sunday. Your speed was back and you were roving well off Mr. Ryan over there as full forward. You did a pretty good job and you were looking forward to getting some more kicks and goals this Saturday.
Yeah, hopefully you get some crumbs off Rhino, but yeah, we'll see.
You must. It's a wonderful award to get a rising star like this at such a young age. You're still 16, or you turned 17? 16 years of age. That's a remarkable performance. What's been the main catalyst for your form this year?
I'll probably just say, just working hard at training. Nathan and Yanchi really pushed me hard this year, and yeah, can't thank them enough really. So, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lachlan Price, the winner of our Rising Star Award. Okay, just something a little bit unplanned for the moment. I'd like to invite Black Diamond AFL board member Megan Farrell to come to the stage.
Try again. I'd also like to ask Gary Birkinshaw to come down to the stage, please. Tonight is the night where we recognise and honour the best in the Black Diamond League. Not only do we give recognition to outstanding performance on the field, but tonight the Black Diamond clubs and the Black Diamond board would also like to show our appreciation for someone who over the past 5 years has dedicated time, effort, and most of all an immense passion for the league, which played a significant role to make sure hundreds of players get to run out on the field each week. Gary Birkinshaw has played a pivotal role in ensuring the Black Diamond AFL leads the way. Some of his key achievements have been the introduction of Bar TV, live scoring, assisting with having a strong and ever-growing women's league, developing the club umpire program, increasing our exposure across social media, TV and print media, the BDAFL Ambassador Program, introducing new clubs and returning clubs to the leagues, such as Muswellbrook, the Entrance Baddow Bay, Gosford, West Newcastle Wallsend and Port Stephens. The Coaching Mentor Program, ensuring there is representative football that delivers strong competition for our elite and developing players, and most recently helping bring a men's social competition to the league. Not only that, he has secured thousands of sponsorship dollars for the benefit of our clubs in the league, all with the goal of ensuring we have a healthy and competitive clubs. Every event, final, gala day, representative game and regular football game is contributed to the fact that Gary has dedicated hours of his time with day and night access for clubs, despite being employed for only 25 hours a week. And his expertise delivers a seamlessly run league. I'm sure you would all agree that as a football operations manager, Gary has always been fair and has made recommendations in the best interest of the league. When Gary announced that he'd be stepping down at the end of the 2018 season, the board put out expressions of interest for 5 different positions to replace Gary, which is a testament to the fact that Gary has gone above and beyond in his role. Gary, to recognise the contribution you've made to the Black Diamond League, we'll now name the Club Administration Award in your honour. Also, at our next AGM, we'll be voting to enable your contribution to be recognised with the life membership of the BDAFL. We would also like to recognise the support and contribution your wife Jenny and your family have made to the league. Gary, on behalf of the Black Diamond Clubs and the Black Diamond Board, we thank you for all that you've done over the past 5 years, and I ask you all to be upstanding, and I'll give the mic over to Gary and say a few words. Please raise your glass to Gary.
Rightio, thanks Megan, certainly, and thanks very much. You all sit down, please. It's certainly a lot easier for these nights when you're up in the booth up there and not in front of everyone down here. But Megan, thank you very much. A lot of the stuff you wrote there is not about me, that's about everybody in the room. We've got fantastic clubs, make my job a lot easier, there's no doubt about that. And we've certainly achieved a lot as a group. That's everybody. Who would have thought that we'd have a medal night, over 300 people, more than half the room of women, broadcast live by Bar TV. I think that's just an amazing achievement by everybody in the room. So thank you very much for that. It's certainly a passion of mine, football, no doubt about it. The Black Diamond AFL, second stint I've had, certainly enjoyed it all. Not everything I've done has agreed with everybody, not every decision I've made. In fact, probably every decision I make probably upsets probably more people than it actually agree with it. But I do thank the clubs for their understanding for most of them. But even though we've had rough times, I've still enjoyed it. I certainly respect all the clubs, there's no doubt about that. And thank you for not your support, but the friendship over the journey. And I'll certainly miss it when I'm gone. But in saying that, it's definitely time for someone else to step in and have a go. New ideas, the league needs new ideas. One thing I keep saying, if you're standing still, someone will soon run past you. So we need to keep moving forward, and we definitely need a new voice in charge here to do that. So the awards you put forward, extremely honoured, humbled. As I mentioned at the beginning, it's not me, it's everybody here in this room. So Megan, Wal, the board and all the clubs, thank you very much, much appreciated.
Few words. Lovely. Congratulations, first of all, on having the award named after you. It's been a wonderful ride for you in this the second time involved with running the Football League. Speaking about you just for a minute, you were extremely magnanimous and unselfish there as you are. What's been, in your mind, your greatest achievement in your role as Football Operations Manager? Is there one in particular that stands out?
I think the implementation of the women's competition has been the greatest thing that's happened to the Black Diamond AFL in my time, probably within the 19 years, to go from 6 clubs when we first started 4 years ago to now have 16 clubs, 450 players. It's wonderful. And you look around the room now and to have them, they certainly brighten up the room, there's no doubt about that. But one thing I think is, like I'll say about women football, is that they have certainly saved or revitalised a lot of stale football clubs. And to all the women out there, look, it's a credit to you. Keep growing, and look, the contribution you made is certainly cannot be unstated. So So look, so really well done to that. Obviously, Bar TV, to have our games, one game a week, broadcast live live through Bar TV. I think it certainly helped our young players. It certainly made their job of playing football and getting contracts in better leagues. I certainly hope it contributed to Pippa Smythe getting in the GWS Giants, Daniel Lloyd being drafted by the Giants from Killarney Vale. Clubs are now able to watch the young players without having to come up here, so it's certainly a good avenue there for them to do that. And to have 4 new clubs join the league, which is just fantastic, and also to have Gosford back in the league where they belong. The reason they left was a lot of people don't know that, but to have them back, they belong back here. They're a foundation club, and it's certainly great to have them back. But I think overall, healthy clubs, it's really good.
You're going to spend a few rounds of the golf, a few games of golf reasonably shortly, just to relax a bit, perhaps?
Yeah, well, my golf game certainly needs more than a few rounds, I'll tell you that. But of course, we'll be watching the Mighty Tigers before that, Dave.
Yes, I was going to ask you briefly about Richmond. Marty Ryman's already teed me up to ask about them. Tigers going to go all the way, go back to back, do you think?
I can't see why not. I was lucky enough to go down to the grand final and had my wife Jenny and the 2 girls with me to be able to witness a grand final where it was only 12 months earlier. You didn't think you'd ever see that, but it was a fantastic day and a memory that I'll treasure for life.
Lucas Holmes and I just wanted to say you're a hard taskmaster and you've got the best out of us over a couple of years. I've learned an enormous amount, even at my old age. I know that Lucas and I often just shake our head at the job that you do and the standards that you set, and a lot of the things that we do on our commentary are because of the example that's set by a league operations manager. So from myself and Lucas, sincerely congratulations. You deserve everything you get, and it's a pleasure to talk to you tonight.
I'll say one more thing. Just one more thing. Just one final thing to finish. I'd like to definitely thank my wife, Jenny. She's not here tonight. I'll be perfectly honest, she's absolutely dead set sick of football. There's no doubt about that. And when I finish up, she certainly won't be sorry. She'll probably be equally disappointed now that I'm moving into cricket. So same role in a different sport. So, but definitely my daughter. Jade out the back there, she's done a fantastic job. She loves it. My other daughter, Sophie, she's at home. She's a netball. She doesn't like it much at all either. But also to Scott here at Gosford. So Scott followed in my footsteps for a couple of years down in AFL Sydney. Certainly did a fantastic job down there. But he saw the light and realised that it certainly wasn't for him, and I don't blame him. But to them, I can't thank them enough. And look, they've certainly been a great support of mine. So thanks to them.
I'm going to ask Gary to stay actually at the front to present the award that's named in his honour. The Gary Birkinshaw Club Administration Award is presented to the club which demonstrates excellence in performing their off-field duties and responsibilities. Points are allocated on a weekly basis. The winner for 2018 is the Killarney Vale Football Club. To accept the award on behalf of their club is Football Operations Manager, the great Michael Smith. Now, Michael Smith, one of your sparring partners, James Newburn, was saying that you might have been gypped by myself in the tipping for the Elliott Davey Medal Award. Any comments on that?
Yeah, well, I'll be honest, Dave. It's taken me 12 years to get up here on this stage, and I didn't think it'd be for a club award. You know, Jimmy Webster's robbed me of 3 Elliott Davey medals, but I'll take this little square plaque and we'll put it in the clubhouse, which is 2 stories high.
I know you take an enormous amount of pride in your football club, as do all the people in this room. You must be very pleased and thrilled to win this award and have your football club shown as the best administrators in the league.
Yeah, all clubs do a lot of work when it comes to the admin side to make the Black Diamonds' job a lot easier. And I had a joke, but I'm not going to do it because it's terrible. Well, so basically it was going to run like all the volunteers run around like velociraptors and get the job done, and to get the points you need a bit of good housekeeping, and our president Paul Forster looks a little bit like John Stamos.
Okay, very good. Anything else you'd like to say on behalf of the club, and also good luck this weekend, massive day on Sunday.
Well, seriousness, good luck to all clubs this Saturday and Sunday. I hope you get through. More importantly, Killarney will get through than anyone else, but I'm sure it'll be a great day at Newcastle #1 the week after, and hopefully you'll get injury-free, and it's a great day of football.
Michael Smith, thank you very much. Gary Birkinshaw also, thank you very much. Like to invite the director of the Belmont 1640s Club, Mr. Gary Edwards, to come to the stage to present the next award. The Club Championship Award is based on the on-field performance of each club. Points are awarded on the following basis: 6 points for a senior team win, 4 for a women's team win, and 2 for reserves. Points are halved for a draw, with no points being awarded for a loss. For those clubs with 2 teams, their points receive a 10% weighting. Points were halved for Newcastle City's 2 women's teams. A minimum of 2 teams are required to be eligible to win the Club Championship Award. In 2018, the Club Championship Award has been won by the Newcastle City Football Club. To accept the award on behalf of their club is their president, Nathan Wilmot. Nathan, congratulations, first of all. A lot of people don't know the amount of things that Nathan Wilmot himself does on a weekend with coaching and umpiring, all sorts of things, the heart and soul of the club, but you must be very pleased to win this particular award.
Yeah, definitely, Dave. We've had a pretty good year thus far. Still got 2 weeks, hopefully, to go. Unfortunately, the Novas got knocked out last weekend, but very proud of all the volunteers and the people in the backgrounds of the footy club that do all the hard work on a weekend and during the week. So
another big week at home on Saturday in Cup and Plate. It's a big day for the club.
Yeah, definitely. We think that we're a red hot chance to get through. Just have to play our best footy.
And the Stars down at Adelaide Street on Sunday. That's a big ask for them too. That's going to be a great game of football.
Very big test. Killarney Vale have come a long way this year, and I think it'll be a red hot game of football.
Look, there's another shield here, the Perpetual Shield, to be presented to you. Sincere congratulations to the Newcastle City Football Club. And there's the Perpetual Shield, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle City, the club champions of 2018. Thank you. As a lot of you can probably see out the front, the dessert's being served now, so we'll be back with you in a short while to finish off the rest of the evening.
Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
If you're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family, check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions, ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports,
The Entertainment Grounds,
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery,
Mark's Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
Introducing luxury you won't have to sell the house for. The new Haval H6 from $29,990.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the formal presentations this evening. I'd like to call the Black Diamond AFL Vice President Megan Farrell to the stage to present the award for the Most Outstanding Young Women's Footballer. The Most Outstanding Young Women's Footballer is awarded to the best Black Diamond AFL footballer under the age of 21 years at the commencement of the year. The women's coaches are asked to vote on a 5-4-3-2-1 basis from the list of players, with the coaches not permitted to vote for any players from their club. Here are this year's nominees. Up to you, Gary.
Most Outstanding Young Women's Footballer of the Year nominees: Sophie Balcom, Nelson Bay; Sarah Burns, Maitland; Dixie Butler, Killarney Vale; Jocelyn Kelleher, Killarney Vale; Holly Koslick, Lake Macquarie; Cheyenne Yu, Port Stephens; Talia Thompson, Singleton; Taylor Wilkes, Cardiff; and the Most Outstanding Young Women's Footballer of the Year, Holly Koslick, Lake Macquarie.
Football now, handball out, Koslick, she'll extract it and will go long down this combox side. The ball goes forward, picked off by Holly Koslick, and away goes Holly, and she will go long.
She's peeling off for you, man, as you said, David.
Yes, that's
and
right.
Just getting the ball deep inside forward 50 as Koslick runs around again on the right.
Straight.
Free kick's taken immediately and goes straight down the centre. Koslick, in a familiar style, gets a thumping kick about 40 metres down straight in the middle of the ground. Look.
Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Holly was the rising star last year and has now got the most outstanding, and 2 years ago, and most outstanding women's footballer this year. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, David. Yeah, that's a shock, actually. Yeah, I'm really shocked. I don't know what to say.
Talk us through the skiing injury.
Oh, yeah, I broke my wrist about 4 weeks ago, just snowboarding. Nothing spectacular. It was my first day, first run, just fell on it wrong, but yeah. I was out for the last 3 games of the season, which was pretty disappointing, but there's always next season.
And Lake Macquarie played some reasonable football at times this year. Your teammates, Brianna Trappett and Carla Hill, were terrific, and you had a pretty good season yourself. How did you see your form throughout the season?
Yeah, the girls' team this year, in the past couple of years we've struggled to keep players, but this year I think we have a really strong social team which will develop into a really strong skilled team in the following years if we can keep the girls. And yeah, Brianna, she's an absolute gun. She's 16 and this is her first year, and she brought so much to the table for this year. And Carla, she's our captain. She's always really bubbly and keeps the team together. So I think we're in for a good year next year. Yeah.
That's great to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, Holly Koslick, the Young Women's Footballer of the Year. If you could stay, please, Megan. The Most Outstanding Young Footballer is awarded to the best Black Diamond AFL footballer under the age of 21 years at the commencement of the year. The Black Diamond Cup coaches are asked to vote on a 5-4-3-2-1 basis from the list of players, with the coaches not permitted to vote for any players from their club.
Here are this year's nominees. Up to you, Gary.
Most Outstanding Young Men's Footballer of the Year nominees: Jasper Davis, Terrigal Avoca; Jack Grimman, Terrigal Avoca; Jack Hardman, Warners Bay; Connor Haswell, Newcastle City; Tim Oosterhoff, Killarney Vale; Lachlan Price, Cardiff; Jaden Reimer, Nelson Bay; Riley Warner, Warners Bay; and the most outstanding young men's footballer of the year is a tie, Tim Oosterhoff and Connor Haswell.
Goes long out to the side. Oosterhoff up against Charlton. Oosterhoff, strong mark. Good strong mark. Good ruckman's mark. That's what you want your ruckman to do from kicking through. That good target. Play that mark. So where's Rosen? Goes out there. It's going to be there to contest that is Nixon, but Oosterhoff too tall. And he's going to take the mark. He's been good today, Oosterhoff. Been an absence of 7 years. But certainly we want more of this. This is great football. It's Mifsud again. Certainly turn around. One of the leading clubs in the Black Diamond AFL, and Oosterhoff being one of the leading players in the game today. The big ruckman for the Killarney Vale. Right there in his own. If he'll take this mark, Haswell. You can tell it just how he was able to get away from that huddle unattended is certainly something to Toggety. Back it comes to Haswell. Haswell chips it wide there. Crawford go take the mark. No, it doesn't. Walker, Watling, Haswell, good hands there. Nice spearing kick in this target. Also O'Malley's come off there, but Haswell there, he chips in, check. Really, really good Connor Haswell. One of the elite players in the competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, our two winners, Connor Haswell and Tim Oosterhoff. First of all, to speak to you, Connor. Connor's won this award twice in successive years, so that's an extraordinary achievement. Congratulations, mate. Had a very good season this year, and so a big day in a couple of days at number one.
Yeah, really looking forward to semi-final against Cardiff. Should be a good game. They've picked us once this year and we picked them, so looking forward to it, mate.
Bit of extra time in the midfield for you this year. Have you enjoyed that role and switching in and around off the back line?
Yeah, something different. We lost Aaron Steen at the end of last year, so someone had to sort of step up and try help out in there. So I've been there a little bit, but mostly down back.
Thank you, big man. Congratulations. We're very well done. Got your own fan club over there by the sound of it. Congratulations, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Good to have the boys getting around me. You know, it's been a solid year. Shout out to the Cardiff boys. You know, you boys are rippers. Get around it.
I saw a lot of man love from the great Marcus DeLure down there. What's going on there?
Yeah, I don't know. I got a bit of a soft spot for the Cardiff boys, you know. Good blokes down there. But the Bombers, mate, that's where it's at over there, that table.
I remember speaking to you that you made the big step up this year to become the league's ruckman, and I know how much you enjoyed that experience in Canberra. But rucking against a bloke that makes me look like a PBG was a big man.
Yeah, it was tough. The bloke was 6'9". You know, I gave it everything I had, but at the end of the day, you think he had me for height. But yeah, it's good to play in the ruck. Loving it every year, so it's good.
Listen, both of you, congratulations on winning this prestigious award. Both of you, from all of us here, good luck on the weekend. It is a massive weekend. Grand final just around the corner. Connor Haswell and Tim Oosterhoff, ladies and gentlemen. Also, thanks to the Black Diamond Vice President, Megan Farrell, for presenting the awards. I'd like to call a friend of mine and a good friend of the league. Would Paul Kelly please come to the stage? Paul's a Black Diamond AFL board member and representative of GE Industrial Solutions, sponsor of the women's competition, to present the Women's Best and Fairest medal. So it's into the vote counts again. Same setup as last time. Gary will read out votes at the ends of rounds 4, 8, 12, 16 and 18. And away we go. Up to Gary.
Women's Best and Fairest. Leaderboard after round 4. In equal fourth position, Tori Calburn, Singleton, 6 votes. Ash Haylett, Newcastle City Stars, 6 votes. Taylor Braithwaite, Newcastle City Stars, 7 votes. In equal first position, Karina Berry, Kellisford, 8 votes. And Ashley Page, Killarney Vale, 8 votes.
So to start off with, Ash Page and Karina Berry going great buns. Teammates Taylor Braithwaite and Ash Haylett on 7 and 6, and the consistent Tori Coburn from Singleton on 6. Up to round 8. Up to you, Gary.
Leaderboard after round 8. In equal 5th position, Amy Pittman, Warners Bay, 10 votes. Kate Holland, Nelson Bay, 10 votes. In fourth position, Molly Simpson, Nelson Bay, 11 votes. In third position, Ash Haler, Newcastle City Stars, 12 votes. In second position, Tori Calburn, Singleton, 14 votes. And leading after round 8, Taylor Braithwaite, Newcastle City Stars, 15 votes.
Very close leaderboard. Taylor Braithwaite, Tori Coburn, Ash Haler, Molly Simpson, Kate Holland and Amy Pittman. 5 votes between 6 players. And Tori's following on from a great year last year where she went very well in this vote count as well. Gary, over to round 12, please.
Leaderboard after round 12. In 6th position, Amy Pittman, Warners Bay, 13. 5th position, Tori Calburn, Singleton, 14 votes. In 4th position, Erin White, Newcastle City Novas, 15 votes. In equal 2nd position, Ash Haler, Newcastle City Stars, 17 votes. Kate Holland, Nelson Bay, 17 votes. And still leading after round 12, Taylor Braithwaite, Newcastle City Stars, 18 votes.
This is a cracking vote count. It's very close to the top. Taylor, Kate, Ash and Erin all within 3 votes of each other. Real thriller. 3 Newcastle City players, 1 from the Novas, 2 from the Stars. And Kate Holland, who captained Hunter at the representative game set up at Ferradale Park. Gary, up to you for round 16.
Leaderboard after round 16. In 5th position, Amy Pittman, Warners Bay, 15. 4th position, Ash Haler, Newcastle City Stars, 17. In equal 2nd, Erin White, Newcastle City Novas, 18. Taylor Braithwaite, Newcastle City Stars, 18. And leading after round 16, Kate Holland, Nelson Bay, 19.
Really unbelievable vote count, really. Kate Holland's now on 19 in front. Taylor Braithwaite and Erin White are on 18. Ash Haler and Amy Pittman, 17 and 15. What any one of the 5 of them could comfortably win here with a couple of rounds to go. What a thrilling vote count. Gary, for round 18 and to finish off.
Women's best and fairest. Final results. In equal 10th position on 15 votes, Anna Fraser, Maitland. Carla Hill, Lake Macquarie. Sarah Halverson, Newcastle City Stars. In equal 7th position, Jocelyn Kelleher, Killarney Vale, 17. Ashley Page, Killarney Vale, 17. Emily Crooks, Gosford, 17. In equal 5th position, Amy Pittman, Warners Bay, 18. Taylor Braithwaite, Newcastle City Stars, 18. In equal 3rd position, Tori Calburn, Singleton, 19. Kate Holland, Nelson Bay, 19. And the winner of the women's best and fairest, we have a tie, Erin White and Ash Haler.
I'd like to invite Erin White and Ashley Haler to come up and accept the best and fairest medals from Paul Kelly. Some highlights for you.
Erin White, really good solid bump. Legit. Good footy. Lace out football finds. Erin White has also been good. Where are options? Megan's free. Goes long. Gets a very fair kick out in that context. Smythe, good bump. And gets good tackle as well. Yeah. And paid. That was such good football from White. She was bumped out of it and came back hard.
Novas going forward now, kicking it long. Erin White! Great mark, Erin White!
Goes short and stabby along the ground as Braithwaite runs around in an arc. Does Haler again. What can Ash Haler do? There's no one in the goal square. Gets a tap.
Allers.
The ball is coming over the top. Thank you, Allers. And in front, as you'd expect, who marks it else but the multiple goal kicker, Ash Haler. Minutes gets shoved off the ball late by Russell but can't affect the kick as much. And once again, Ash Haler deep into the pocket.
I reckon there's very few people in the league that can kick this, and he's one of them. Yeah. She's good enough. Absolutely.
As she chips inside in front of Haler and gets the ball back. Ash Haler, too easy for a player of her quality. Strips the defender of the ball and slots it home.
Excuse me. Congratulations, both of you. First, Ash. I'm sure the folks are watching at home. I know your old man doesn't mind a bit of Facebook action to watch you. You got wonderful. Congratulations to you. Superb performance for a quality player.
Yeah, thanks so much, Dave. And I just want to say I appreciate your commentary as well. It's always good fun. And yeah, Dad loves it when you give me a bit of a rap, so that's fantastic. Yeah, such a great season this year. It was such a pleasure to have all the girls around Newcastle City, and you know, we got to train together, and you know, even when we played together, it was a fantastic match. So really good year for us, and yeah, I'm so honoured with this. You know, sort of getting towards the end of my career, and to be able to play quality footy and be surrounded by girls that are helping me out with that, that's, you know, it's such an honour. So yeah, I'm stoked.
Congratulations, Ash. Erin, what a performance. It came home like a freight train there and got yourself an equal best and fairest medal. Fantastic performance.
Yeah, really surprised by that. I didn't think I was even looking after those first few rounds, but yeah, credit to all the girls though. They kind of brought it home, made me look pretty snazzy, so yeah.
It's been fascinating to watch your progress. There's no question, I think, in a lot of people's minds, that you're one of the most improved footballers in the year, in the league. What has led to you making that next step to becoming an elite player in your mind? What is there one particular thing or a couple of things that have led to you doing that?
Yeah, it's definitely the club culture around Newcastle City. They just make you want to strive to be better, especially around all the girls. Even training with the boys sometimes, it's just that wanting to be better and that determination and drive.
An ex-Riverina Lion. I know you've got a couple of your teammates that are probably here tonight, and you've played a lot of good football in your career. This must be, you were saying, I hope for our sake you're not at the end of your career, but it's certainly a crowning glory. You must be very proud.
Yeah, I'm super proud. I come from a basketballing background, and that's where I've spent most of my sporting career. Played a couple of seasons down in the Canberra League, and that was fantastic. That's a really good, strong league to come in and learn your craft. So to be able to come up here and play some footy, and at the ripe old age of 35, I don't think I've got too much footy left in me, but you know, I love having a run around, and I'll keep going for as long as I can.
To both of you, congratulations. Good luck to you, Ash, on Saturday. Commiserations for Sunday. Our best and fairest medalists, Erin White and Ashley Haler, ladies and gentlemen. This next award is one of the most important in the entire league. I'd like to welcome to the stage David Arnold, the son of James J. Arnold, to present the award for BDAFL Volunteer of the Year. The James J. Arnold Trophy is awarded to the person who has contributed an outstanding performance of their duties for their club this year. Mr. Arnold had a lifelong involvement in Newcastle football. As a youngster, he played with West Newcastle Football Club, then later as an administrator with the club. Later, he took on the president's role with the Newcastle Football League, a position he held up until the introduction of the Black Diamond Football League. Just before Gary reads the nominees out, could we ask the nominees to come on stage in the order of which they're announced? We've got quite a few awards to give out. So, again, if the nominees could come out in order. Over to you, Gary.
The James J. Arnold Volunteer of the Year nominees: Ben Davis, Cardiff; Gavin Cornish, Gosford; Teresa Haggerty, Killarney Vale; Ray Gooley, Lake Macquarie; Rob Eddy, Maitland; Brian Scott, Muswellbrook; Nathan Walker, Nelson Bay; Rachel Robinson, NCCUA; Nathan Wilmot, Newcastle City; Darren McKim, Port Stephens. Joel Deacon, Singleton. Liz Terrell, Terrigal-Avoca. Tracy Allen, the entrance Baddo Bay. Brian Gaston, Walls End, West Newcastle. Jeremy Buckley, Warners Bay. And Lane Berry, Wyong Lakes.
Unusual to see, not in a twister outfit, Miss Allen.
I know.
Congratulations on you, very well. It deserves a walk.
And the James J. Arnold Volunteer of the Year, Teresa Haggerty, Killarney Vale.
Just excuse me, please. I wish I could get out the forecast. Excuse me, Sarah. Just to read the bio here, it's going to take me about 10 minutes. Congratulations. Teresa seems to live and breathe the footy club. She's got 5 kids that have played for the club. 2 are now playing seniors. She and her partner are the go-to people for seemingly all requirements. Her partner Travis is the maintenance manager of the club. To this end, they've recently purchased a house near the Adelaide Street Oval ground. Through the football season, Thursday's grocery day and training day. Aside from recouping Christmas party money from recycling, Friday's the production and printing of team sheets. Saturday begins at 7 a.m. with food prep for the coming day's canteen trading. Sunday's the same. On a home senior game, Teresa manages the canteen and the canteen roster, provides healthy food choices as per the Good Sports program, chicken burgers, best in the league. Oversees the food production after, as you can tell I've done that, after already purchasing all meat and groceries, heads to the bench for the senior women's game and then returns to the canteen. In the meantime, she organises a meat raffle for fundraising. After the day's trading is complete and the canteen's cleaned and locked up, Teresa heads upstairs to the bar and then works behind the bar until close. She's an amazing asset to the Killarney Vale Football Club, often referred to as our secret weapon. All this is done with a smile and she willingly puts up her hand to help out the club wherever necessary. In such a short time, she has proved to be an extremely integral and popular football club member. Ladies and gentlemen, Teresa Haggerty. I used to think that my Saturdays were busy. I do about 1/50 of the watch. You must be exhausted on Saturday nights.
Most Saturday nights, yeah, generally. But like, I've got a really good crew behind me. The kids, Travis, and all the people at the club also are very happy to pitch in and help out. So I'm not on my own. I don't do it on my own. I'm the face of it, but I've got a lot of support behind me.
Look, I think that's very unselfish of you, but you're a star, and whenever you go to the Killarney Vale Football Club, when you go to Adelaide, everything's always well organised, and I think a lot of that comes through the very hard work that you do. You must be proud to win such a prestigious award. It means a lot, I reckon.
It does, it does. I'm very proud to be up here among all these people because I know how much it takes to get up here. Congratulations to everybody for being up here, and thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you congratulate all of our volunteers and our winner, Teresa Haggerty. I'll get past you all. You've done well, thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to determine who is the best and fairest player in the Black Diamond AFL for 2018. Could I please ask Mr. Wolbembich, the President of the BDAFL, to come to the stage to assist in presenting the award? The leaderboard will be, again, at the end of rounds 4, 8, 12, 16 and 18. Over to you, Gary.
Elliott Davey medal, leaderboard after round 4. In equal third position, Chris Coop Folks, Wyong Lake, 6 votes. Tim Ether, Gosford, 6 votes. Cameron Keach, Newcastle City, 6 votes. In second position, Lachlan Price, Cardiff, 7 votes. And leading after round 4, Sam Brassington, Singleton, 8 votes.
Okay, so early doors, Sam Brassington and Lachlan Price, and then 3 players on third, Cam Keys, Tim Ether and Chris Coop, folks. Gary, over to round 8, please.
Leaderboard after round 8. Equal 5th position, Matthew Spinks, Warners Bay, 8 votes. Connor Haswell, Newcastle City, 8 votes. In equal 3rd position, Tim Oosterhoff, Killarney Vale, 10 votes. Sam Brassington, Singleton, 10 votes. In second position, Tom Yench, Cardiff, 11 votes. And the leader after round 8, Lachlan Price, Cardiff, 12 votes.
So Lachlan Price showing the benefit of his fantastic start to the season. The 2017 Elliott Davey medalist Tom Yench on 11. And some pretty handy footballers in third, Sam Brassington, Tim Oosterhoff, and then Connor Haswell and Matthew Spinks on 8. That's after 8 rounds. We'll now proceed up to the end of round 12. Over to you, Gary.
Leaderboard after round 12. In 6th position, Tom Yench, Cardiff, 12 votes. Lachlan Price, Cardiff, 12 votes. In equal 3rd position, Cameron Keach, Newcastle City, 13 votes. Tim Oosterhoff, Killarney Vale, 13 votes. In 2nd position, Matthew Spinks, Warners Bay, 14 votes. And leading after round 12, Sam Brassington, Singleton, 15 votes.
So Matthew Spinks has got a couple of best and fairest in those 4 rounds. Sam Brassington on top, then Tim Oosterhoff, Cam Keith, Lachlan Price and Tom Yench, Cardiff teammates, finishing off 5 and 6. Now we start to get into the second half of the season and it gets very interesting. Over to you, Gary, for round 16.
Leaderboard after round 16. In equal 5th position, Tom Yench, Cardiff, 14 votes. Matthew Spinks, Warners Bay, 14 votes. In 4th position, Cameron Keith, Newcastle City, 16 votes. In 3rd position, Andrew Scott, Singleton, 17 votes. And equal leaders after round 16, Tim Oosterhoff, Killarney Vale, 18. And Sam Brassington, Singleton, 18.
So the big mover in that set of 4 rounds is the Singleton coach, Andrew Scott, who's now in 2nd place standalone on 17. Sam Brassington and the big rooster, Timmy Oosterhoff, are on 18. Cameron Keith, 16. Matthew Spinks and Tom Yench on 14. A fascinating final 2 rounds now await us. Ladies and gentlemen, after 18, over to you, Gary.
Elliott Davey medal, final results. In equal 10th position, Braden Toss, Wyong Lakes, 12 votes. Lachlan Price, Cardiff, 12 votes. In equal 7th position, Pat Gillingham, Newcastle City, 13 votes. James Webster, Terrigal Avoca, 13 votes. Chris Bishop, Terrigal Avoca, 13 votes. In equal 5th position, Matt Spinks, Warners Bay, 14 votes. Tom Yench, Cardiff, 14 votes. In 4th position, Cameron Keith, Newcastle City, 16 votes. In 3rd position, Sam Brassington, Singleton, 18 votes. And the winner of the Elliott Davey medal for 2018, Tim Oosterhoff, Killarney Vale, 21 votes. In 2nd position, Andrew Scott, Singleton, 20 votes.
Tom Yench.
Oosterhoff and Brassington.
Tom, would you come and
They
assist
go.
with the presentation, please?
Oosterhoff, he has been just dominant today, the dominant player on the field. Low driving ball, kicks out Oosterhoff beautifully and above his body, above his head, he's terrific, Oosterhoff. Pressure on. Just wasn't helped by the bounce of the ball. Oosterhoff is one of his regular mongrel helicopter reverse worm-burning kicks. Oosterhoff he's almost a BOG at the moment. He's killing them. Trying to get it out of their 50. They do now. Oosterhoff, he's just been superb today. Gets a mark. He's in right contest superbly. Gets a left footer out that goes 50 metres. Oosterhoff sitting at the back. Pumps it as long as he can.
Strikes it fairly well, gets a fair bit of air on it. It's going to fall short, however, to this outer side. And a mark taken, just what you want from your ruckman, David, Tim Oosterhoff.
Move an inch. Goes long and wide, goes across the field, and does nothing more than pick off one T. Oosterhoff. The umpires will be looking for 2 votes and 1 vote today because I know who the 3 votes are going to.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, Tim Oosterhoff, the best and fairest player in the league. Wow. I remember speaking to you about 16 or 17 months ago and you were quite disappointed that you just missed out on the rep side. To come back and play the 6 months of football you had is an enormous credit to you. Sincerely, congratulations. You must be really thrilled.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise to be honest, but I thought we had a good season. It's good to play out there. Thanks to Scott Reed and all the boys at Killarney. Promised I'd give the Gospel boys a shout out, so there you go. Have that. And yeah, just thrilled to be out there playing against some good competition in a good league of football, so it's good.
I'm quite confident that you played on one leg on the weekend and did a pretty good job, but I know your ankle's not great at the moment. But what has led to you going from being an extremely good footballer to winning the best and fairest in the league in one season? Is there something that you can put a finger on and say, there's where I've become an elite player?
Well, obviously, being a ruckman, you focus on your tap work, but I find getting around the ground, particularly in defence, like our team, we're not as strong going forward, but I'd like to go back and defend, so I've been focused on defending a bit more this year, I'd say.
We harked on a little bit earlier, but you had an interesting tussle at Rollmanica in the representative round against a very, very big man. And in the second half in particular, you really found a way, I think that's part of a learning process as a young bloke, you found a way to jump around him and not get on body because he was a monster. And you must have enjoyed that challenge. It's a pretty handy footballer.
Yeah, well, I'm not the biggest bloke, as you can probably see, so that guy was pretty massive, so just trying to use my leap and my strength to get around him. But it was just great to play with a great bunch of blokes down in Canberra. Never played on a ground like that before. Massive ground, good AFL field, so just great feeling.
Are there one or two people that you'd like to say, I'll hand over the microphone, one or two people you'd like to say thanks to and give a few Cheerios to? Over to you, mate.
Yeah, probably just again to the coaches. Yeah, Scotty Reed, you know, I've only been playing football for 3 years and he's been my coach for all 3 years and he's probably farewelling us next year, so thanks very much. And all the guys at Killarney for supporting me, and yeah, it's good to go out with you boys every week. Look forward to doing it for the next 5 years or 10 years or whatever.
Did I just hear you? Did I just hear you say that you've only been playing for 3 years?
Oh yeah, only in seniors for 3 years, so yeah. Oh, and I played juniors at Gossie. Got to give those boys a shout out.
But 3 years of senior football and you've got yourself a best and fairest medal. It's a pretty decent cattle behind you, Andrew Scott and Sam Brazen, particularly Andrew Scott came very hard, and at the end of the end you just pipped them. On behalf of myself and the league and everybody here, you're a very well-deserving winner. You're a real good young bloke to speak to. You're as good off the field as you are on. You're a credit to yourself and your football club. Congratulations. Tim Oosterhoff, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the evening. I would like to thank you all for attending, especially all of our special guests, our sponsors, and special guests that have come up and helped present awards. Also, a great thanks to Jake Birkinshaw for assisting with the trophies all night. Congratulations to the award winners and good luck to those teams playing this weekend and into the grand finals. On behalf of all of us, we bid you a very good evening.